Did you know you can bring your family along while studying in Canada? This is a question that's often on the minds of international students planning to pursue their higher education in Canada. In this video, we're going to explore the exciting possibility of bringing your spouse and dependents to Canada on a student visa. Whether you're already in the process of applying or just considering your options, this video is for you. By the end of it, you'll have a clear understanding of the eligibility requirements, application process, and benefits of having your family join you in Canada. One of the most important things to keep in mind when applying for a student visa is that you can bring your family with you. But what are the eligibility requirements for this? To start with, your spouse or common law partner, as well as your dependent children, can accompany you to Canada. However, you'll need to provide proof of your relationship, such as a marriage certificate or birth certificates for your children. Additionally, you'll need to demonstrate that you have sufficient financial resources to support your family members while they're in Canada. Another key requirement is that you must be enrolled in a full-time post-secondary program at a designated learning institution in Canada. This can include universities, colleges, and even some language schools. You'll also need to provide proof of your language proficiency in English or French, as well as proof of payment for tuition fees and living expenses. It's essential to carefully review the Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada website for the most up-to-date information on eligibility requirements and application processes. When it comes to bringing your family to Canada, there are some specific conditions that must be met. For example, your spouse or common law partner will need to apply for an open work permit, which will allow them to work in Canada while you're studying. You'll also need to provide proof of health insurance for your family members, as well as proof of enrollment in a Canadian school for your dependent children. It's crucial to plan ahead and gather all the necessary documents to ensure a smooth application process. When applying for a family visa alongside your student visa, there are several important steps to follow. First, you'll need to create an online account with Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada and submit your application for a student visa. Once you've submitted your application, you can add your family members to your application and provide the necessary documents and information. You'll need to pay the required fees for each family member, as well as provide biometric data, such as fingerprints and a photo. One of the most significant benefits of bringing your family to Canada is the emotional support they can provide. Studying abroad can be a challenging and lonely experience, but having your loved ones by your side can make all the difference. Additionally, your spouse or common law partner may be able to find work in Canada, which can help support your family financially. Your dependent children will also have access to Canada's excellent education system, which can provide them with a world-class education. Having your family join you in Canada can also open up new opportunities for your spouse or common law partner. They may be able to find work in their field or pursue their own education goals. This can be a great way to enhance their skills and build their careers. You'll also have access to a range of family-friendly activities and resources in Canada, from outdoor adventures to cultural events and community programs. There are different types of visas available for spouses and dependents, and it's essential to understand the differences between them. For example, a spouse or common law partner may be eligible for an open work permit, which allows them to work in any job in Canada. Dependent children, on the other hand, will need to apply for a study permit if they want to attend school in Canada. You'll need to carefully review the visa options available to your family members and choose the one that best suits their needs. Living arrangements can be a significant concern for families moving to Canada. You'll need to find a place to live that suits your family's needs, whether that's a house, apartment, or shared accommodation. You'll also need to consider schooling options for your dependent children, as well as access to healthcare and other essential services. Fortunately, many Canadian cities have a range of resources available to support families, from settlement services to community programs. Many students have successfully brought their families to Canada, and their stories can be a great source of inspiration and guidance. For example, one student we spoke to brought her husband and 2 young children to Canada, and they were able to settle into a happy routine. The husband found work in his field, and the children thrived in their new school. Another student brought their spouse, who was able to pursue their own education goals while in Canada. These stories highlight the many benefits of bringing your family to Canada and the opportunities available to them. Adjusting to life in Canada can take time, especially for families. You'll need to adapt to a new culture, climate, and way of life. But don't worry, there are many resources available to support you and your family. You can connect with other international students and their families, join community groups, and access settlement services. These can help you navigate the challenges of living in Canada and build a happy and fulfilling life. In conclusion, bringing your family to Canada on a student visa can be a fantastic opportunity. From the emotional support they can provide to the opportunities available to them, having your loved ones by your side can make a huge difference. We hope this video has provided you with a clear understanding of the eligibility requirements, application process, and benefits of bringing your family to Canada. We encourage you to consider this option and take the first step towards building a new life in Canada. If you have any questions or experiences you'd like to share, please leave them in the comments below. And if you're new here, consider subscribing to our channel for more informative content on studying in Canada. We'd love to hear from you and support you on your educational journey. Thanks for watching.